The film begins with a man named Stitches acting as the Joker. He was with a friend and then an egg is shown in a box. Her friend asks him about that egg. He tells that when I joined the clowns group, they gave it to me. There was a Joker face on that egg. Meanwhile, Stitches recalls that he has a birthday party to attend. He went to the party while leaving his friend there. The birthday guy was Tom and there were many of Tom's friends at that party. Stitches starts showing his magic. Kids were getting irritated by his magic, so they were not letting him do any magic tricks. Tom's best friend ties shoelaces for him and Tom throws the ball on Stitches because of it. His foot slips and he falls into the kitchen. Meanwhile, he gets stabbed by a knife in his eye. The kids get scared and run from there. Tom didn't run and stands there. Then Stitches takes the knife out of his eye and his eye starts bleeding. The blood falls on Tom's face. As Stitches moves forward to attack Tom, his foot slips from his blood. He falls but the knife again stabs in his eye. Stitches died there because of it. Tom was shocked and depressed. Stitches were buried near the graveyard of Tom's house. Tom goes to his grave while taking his toys, and places his toys on his grave. Tom notices a clowns group was moving into an old house. He moves inside the house while chasing them. They were performing a ritual with Stitches' egg in front of Joker's statue, but then the Joker catches Tom. He brings him in front of the group leader. The group leader reveals to him that the clown never gets peace if he dies before the end of the party. Time passes after 6 years. Tom didn't forget that incident and even sees Stitches' face during his breakfast. His mother says, "I'm leaving outside for her office work for a week." There was Tom's birthday this Saturday and his mother asks him to call his friends. Later, Tom is shown studying at a college with his friend. We notice Tom likes his childhood friend Kate. But he didn't tell this to Kate. Kate also doesn't talk to him because she has her boyfriend. Tom's friends do a prank and make him fall. Tom goes inside the classroom and invites his best friends. His other friends also get excited while hearing about the party. Tom says while refusing them there isn't any party because he just wants to invite his best friends. Meanwhile, Tom sees Stitches in hallucinations there. Then Stitches separates the body parts of Tom's friend and was flying it into the air with a balloon. The kids start laughing seeing the condition of Tom's friend. Meanwhile, Stitches says to Tom, "Your time has been completed." Tom's hallucination finishes with it. Later, Tom was seeing from the tree house and witnessing the grave of Stitches at night. Tom gives his birthday party invitation to his all friends. His friends become happy seeing it. Tom gives the invitation to Kate and she says, "I will come with my friend." Tom says, "Yes, you can bring your friends." After some time, one of Tom's friends invites all college students through Facebook. Later, Tom's classmates start asking him about his party. Tom had no idea who asked them to come. Reaching home, Tom discovers his mother has gifted him a cycle as a birthday present. Tom doesn't like the cycle because he already had the same cycle. Then Tom's friend was checking Kate's profile on his computer. His invitation card falls on Stitches' grave. It means now Stitches was also invited to Tom's party. On the day of the party, Tom was cleaning his house and his best friends arrive there. Later, they start doing the preparations. Tom is taking some medicines because of his hallucinations. The students of the college come to the party at night. They were enjoying the party while playing music. Stitches' grave is shown and he awakens. Kate also arrives with her boyfriend. Suddenly, the clown appears at the party. They get shocked seeing him and Tom again starts hallucinating. He gets scared and falls. Later, he discovers it was his friend who was teasing him in Joker's costume. Tom gets wound on his head because of falling. His friends ask him to go out of the party. One of his friends goes to bring the first aid kit for him. Tom also moves to the tree house nearby his house. Kate also reaches there behind him. Tom's friend finds food there while searching for the first aid kit and starts eating. Tom was telling Kate about the Joker group ritual in the treehouse. The classmate who wore the Joker costume didn't leave the party. He goes into the washroom. He couldn't open the zip of the costume. Stitches see Tom's classmate. Tom was telling Kate about the clowns because he has researched them. It has been discovered this series of being a clown is continued for many years. Tom tells Kate about the eggs and tells her each clown is given an egg after being a clown. A clown face was made on it. Tom's classmate was squeezing the clothes. As he turns, Stitches was standing there and recognizes him as he sees him. He separates his ear and Tom's classmate was also attacking Stitches. Stitches break an arm from his body. He was screaming but none hears him because of the loud music. Stitches take out the rabbit from his mouth while putting his hand inside. Later, he kicks his head and the head falls into a nearby pond. Stitches remove his costume's nose and set it on a search for others. His nose goes to his friend while moving from there. He was relaxed and had food in the kitchen. Stitches arrived there and Tom's friend was considering him his classmate because he was also wearing the Joker costume. He gets scared seeing him. Stitches divide his head with a bottle opener and open his skull. Then he places his brain as ice cream balls in a place. He puts his blood in the brain ice cream. None hears his voice because of being busy at the party. Later, Tom's classmate arrives there. Stitches were shaking the body of Tom's friend. Tom's classmate thinks maybe he is drunk and leaves without paying attention. Tom's best friend is shown talking to his friend at the party and she was telling him everything while weeping. He takes her into a room. Tom was spying on him from the treehouse with binoculars. He sees Stitches in his house and was showing his middle finger to Tom. He gets panicked. At the same time, his classmate comes to the room where Stitches was waving hands and starts talking to him while considering him her friend. But she gets scared seeing Stitches' face. Tom calls his best friend for informing him, but he was with the girl and didn't receive the call. Stitches was moving toward the girl, but she inserts her heel in his neck. It doesn't affect him and the girl was spitting on him. He moves his umbrella forward and when she was escaping he throws his umbrella at her. It stabs in her head and crosses her eye. Her eye moves into her mouth. Then the umbrella opens and her blood spreads in the room everywhere. The girl is brutally killed here. Stitches again sends his nose in search of someone. Tom's cat holds that nose and starts playing with it. Meanwhile, the Stitches come in and end up hitting the cat over and over again. Tom reaches home and was telling everyone that it is dangerous for them to stop there. A Joker is wandering here and he is killing everyone. No one believes him and starts laughing at him. Later, Tom was calling his best friend from the window. He tells him the clown has returned. Tom's best friend was busy so he doesn't hear him. He asks him to leave and shuts the window. Tom starts telling Kate about Stitches while moving to the party. He tells her he is inside the house now. Kate doesn't believe Tom and then her boyfriend arrives and asks Tom to stay away from Kate. Tom moves into the kitchen and moves towards Stitches with a knife. Later, he again tells his friend about Stitches. The nose of Stitches finds Tom's friend. He was smoking and then Stitches attacked and cut his belly. He takes out his intestines and creates a dog with them while blowing like a balloon. Tom's friend tries to escape but he couldn't. He falls there and then Stitches starts blowing him while inserting a pump in his head. He blows until it blasts. Tom's friend sees him while doing this. He says to Tom we have to leave soon and as he comes into the room for packing, Stitches arrive. He throws him down while attacking him with his spring hand. Tom attacks him with a knife but it doesn't affect him. Later, Tom's friend covers him with a blanket, and they beat him. Tom and his friend were leaving the house. Tom says I will not go without my other friends. Stitches also come behind them so they hide in a cupboard hurriedly. He moves out in search of them. A girl finds a dead body and screams. The students begin to see outside to hear her voice. Stitches arrive and see Kate because he was targeting the kids of Tom's childhood party. Stitches come inside through a window and the students get scared seeing him. Meanwhile, Tom and his friend arrive to save Kate. Stitches make Kate fall with a spin punch. Tom's friend runs from there instead of helping her. Stitches cradle Tom and immerse his head in the dishwater. Tom puts the shampoo in his mouth and releases himself. Kate throws the knife into his eye and Tom understands seeing the egg that how to kill this clown. Later, he moves to the graveyard's house with Kate. He tells Kate we can kill him while breaking his egg. They were leaving on the cycle and Stitches was also chasing them. After reaching the graveyard they find Stitches behind them. They hide but Tom has hiccups. Kate stops his hiccups somehow and Stitches moved to the other side when he couldn't find them there. Getting a chance they again come to the old house. Tom finds many eggs from clowns and he has to find Stitches' egg from them. Kate stops outside for keeping an eye on Stitches. Finally, Tom finds the egg of Stitches. He arrives and hits him with his spring punch. Stitches hold them and when he was about to kill them, Tom's friend arrives and he ties the shoelaces like childhood. Meanwhile, Tom throws a coin and he was falling. His egg also falls but he saves it by pressing his nose on it. But Tom breaks the egg while pressing his head with his foot. Stitches was also breaking like his egg and dies there. The scene changes to Kate and Tom sitting in the tree home. Kate gives a huge telescope to Tom. On the other hand, the clown leader was joining Stitches' egg. It means they will revive Stitches. And the movie ends here. Thanks for watching and subscribing as well.